Paul Kemp, the Ursuline baseball coach. Coach, thanks for taking time away from your day today. I know it was a very busy day, so thanks for sneaking me in here. But how are you doing today?
I'm good, Matt. Appreciate you for having me on. Sorry about the little confusion earlier. We got
It's
some
all good. It's
we
all
got some
good.
people out today, and I'm glad we were able to make this work.
Yes, me too. And we would have definitely worked something out if today didn't work out, but I'm glad it did. But Coach, let's jump right on into it. I mean, Ursuline, it's definitely a powerhouse. Like you guys have a powerhouse of a school, basically. Your football team's good, your basketball team's great, and even your baseball team's pretty good as well. So, what's that like? Is being the coach of Ursuline, like how? First of all, how long have you had this mantle?
This is going into my second year.
So second year here, what's that been like? This kind of taking on a team like this, where honestly, is there like there's got to be a little bit of a pressure, right?
It's an honor, first of all.
Yes. Oh yeah.
I'm a graduate from here in 2011. I've been teaching here for 7 years. I spent 4 years coaching football here, and then I've been part of our baseball staff for the past 7 years. 2 years ago, when the opportunity to take over the program opened up, and honestly, I wasn't sure I was going to do it, and I had a lot of players who were coming back, who had kind of reached out, and being a former player here under the late Sean Durkin.
Yes.
It really excited me, and just seeing the guys we had back and knowing what we were capable of going into, last year, it presented a great opportunity. I put together a great staff, and I'm blessed that I was in this position. As far as the other sports here, Ursuline's a very good academic athletic school.
Absolutely. Yeah.
There's a lot of things that demand there, and being a part of seeing the success and all boys and girls athletics here is you want your baseball. I want my baseball program to be a part of that. Going into last year as my first year, we came off some down years, and our goal really was getting Ursuline baseball back to where we expect to be, because there's a very rich tradition. And I think we were able to accomplish a lot of those goals last year, with winning our district and making it to the regionals in Massillon in Division III, and eventually losing to Apple Creek Waynedale, who went to win the D3 title. Looking into this year, we have bumped up to Division II. Our expectations don't change. We have a solid core group of guys, starters and lettermen from last year who are back. And we expect to compete at the highest level, no matter what division we are in.
Yes, most definitely, and that's something we all expect to see. Wherever you guys go, whatever division it is, whatever platform it is, like you guys are definitely gonna, outperform every time. And I've seen that time and time again. And like you said, you won your district last year. A lot of teams' goals are just like, district is the great goal, just to get districts, and everything beyond that is just a plus. But it has it been that way with you guys at all, or are you just pushing and pushing as hard as you can, which I kind of see you guys are, but has there been any kind of commitments to something like, hey, we're going to make a push at state or anything like that's happened in these early months?
I think when me and my staff took over and we had started, our goal was getting our kids to buy into themselves, buy into their talent, their teammates, buy into our program, and really trying to instill how rich of a tradition that Ursuline baseball was. Once we kind of got that into them, and you could see them starting to believe in themselves. At the end of the day, is I know any competitor at any level is getting to they want to get to a championship game. Our goals start with performing the best we can in the regular season, and then once you get in the tournament, our first goal is the district, and we can't worry about anything else other than whether it's a sectional game or those district games, and then getting to the next level. I'm a firm believer on we're focusing on the moment, what's going on right now, And the districts are our number one goal, and if we could get to that, then we get onto the regionals, and then, hopefully you're able to get on to that state final. But, we really preach, it's a pitch by pitch mentality. We don't want to focus on the past. We're trying to get better every day. At the end of the year is we want to be playing our best baseball leading up into the tournament. And that first goal is the district, and like I said, last year we were fortunate to win our district and get a taste into the regionals. Now, bumping up into a division, it's going to be a lot tougher, but, our schedule will prepare us for that. But, I think if we're able to get, into the later part of a district tournament, and if we're blessed to get into the regional tournament, a majority of our team this year, they've been there before. And, I think, our expectations, once we accomplish some of these goals last year, they've only risen in our program. And that's my goal. And that's my mentality, with our program, from here until the time I'm done being here.
Yes, yes, most definitely. And based off what you said, it's like you have that, 1-0, like 1-0
Yep.
type of mentality. Like, it doesn't matter what your record is. We just had our Brookfield softball coach said, just get in. And at that point, it doesn't matter if you win, if you're under 500 or over 500, your record's 0-0 when you go into that playoff. And it's just each week 1-0, 1-0. And you guys definitely have that. You have the guys to lead you to that. You said you got a lot of your guys returning. Now let's talk about the younger guys. Have any of the younger guys stepped up that you've seen in these early weeks? Have any of the older guys mentored at all?
Yeah. So like I said, we are fortunate. We have, 7 to 8 guys who started multiple games back from last year.
Yes.
We have 4 of our top returning pitchers back. We have 5 of our top 6 hitters back, and we get a junior back who was injured last year and couldn't play as a sophomore, who started his entire freshman year. But I really like, our sophomore and freshman classes. We practice a lot together now. We really preach in our program just a competitive mentality. And we got some young guys who are with our varsity group right now, who may bounce between our varsity and JV program, but it's getting the best. It's seeing what they could do against guys who have been there. And it's also pushing our older guys to know, hey, there's quality talent in our program, between all 4 grades and between both 2 levels. And at the end of the day, the goal is, it's going to make us better. Competition, breeds, to bring the best out of kids. And that's all we ask out of our kids in our program.
Yes, we're running a little bit of out of time here, but a couple more questions for you, and we'll get you on your way here. What guys have you seen step up and really take that mentor role, or really take hey, I'm not going to be here much longer type of role. Let's get it done this year, or even your younger guys, any guys like that, like you said, your sophomores, anybody that has really caught your eye in a sense.
Well, I think it starts with 2 of our seniors who are returning starters. They are going to be 3-year Lettermans after this year. And that's Andrew Carilla, who's our number 1 pitcher.
Oh, yeah.
Who was a Walsh commit. Andrew had a great junior year, and we expect big things out of him. And Andrew does things, by example. I'm trying to get him to be a little more vocal, just to bring these kids on, because I think, with guys we've had in the past, say a Brady Shannon,
yes,
our guys have learned off of him, and after Andrew is Luca Raschuti. Luca Raschuti is going to be a 3-year Letterman. He's a coach on the field. He's just an unbelievable young man, who he does everything the right way. He plays the game the right way, on and off the field. He acts the right way, and he's just a great guy for not only his classmates, but our juniors, sophomores, and freshmen, to see how a kid does it the right way. He's talented, and he plays the right way. And, those are 2 guys who I want, our younger guys kind of, to lean on it and to look up to, because, they're going to need to fill these 2 shoes in, as we move forward over the years.
Yes, coach. And, it's for all the guys you got, like you mentioned, Rashuti and Karilla, like these are the guys that you just love, like these type of guys that you just love to have on your team, and like these guys will move mountains for you. Like I definitely get that feel, and it's really amazing. That's what it is,
Yeah,
and
I mean it's awesome. And like I said, I have a great staff.
yes,
Our
that
varsity
plays
staff
into.
from last year. We got 2 new JV guys, but a lot of my staff are Ursuline guys, are Ursuline,
Mhm.
baseball alumni, and that was the big thing I wanted when I took over. We have great kids. We had success last year, and we won our district, and kind of, got people thinking, Ursuline baseball was back a little bit,
Yeah.
and it was on our kids. They are the reason we win these games. They put in the work. They've been in the weight room since November. We've been hitting, and the success we have in our varsity and hopefully our JV program again, is going to be all on the hard work that our guys put in. And I have all the faith in the world in them.
Yes, and yes, most definitely. But coach, we're running out of time here. I want to thank you for coming on here at a late notice. Thank you again, and hopefully we'll get you back on here further into the season. Talk about that. But thanks again for coming on here, coach.
Absolutely, Matt. Thank you. Thank you for all you do, coverage and with our program and just our kids in the area. And whenever, reach out to me, and I look forward to coming back on with you.
All right, thank you so much, coach.
Yep. Take care.